Right here we have an Allosaurus, meaning different lizard. He's a carnivore, 40 feet long, late Jurassic. The day in my neighborhood, Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, Colorado. Oh wow, everywhere but North Dakota. Go figure. 16 feet tall, 4.5 tons. Wow. Ceratosaurus, horned lizard, meat eater, 20 feet long. Wow. This guy's pretty good sized. Of course, that's nothing like what you're going to see in a minute. Now we have what in my day I would have called a brontosaurus, but apparently I would have been sadly mistaken, because this is an apatosaurus. Plant eater, 75 feet long, 30 feet tall, 16 tons, and again lived in my neck of the woods, kind of. Look at that size comparison to you and me. And this guy is probably thinking it's time to get out of Dodge, because look who's coming to dinner, or for dinner. What I would call a T-Rex. They call it a Gigantosaurus. At least lives on a different continent. So our eater over there didn't have to worry. You know, I actually have no idea how to pronounce the name of this one. Means thick-headed lizard. Well, yeah, that's an understatement. This is the guy that's got what it looks like an extra row or two of bone on his skull. And this thing is easily way taller than me, 15 feet long, 5 feet tall. Got his buddy here, kind of the same head, a few more horns. Jurrasic, Dragon King, 10 feet long, Western North America. And we have a feathered dinosaur of some kind. Northnidmus. And I'm going to let you read that. This is the skull of a T-Rex. This thing is taller than I am, much longer than I am. And quite frankly, I think I would be scared to death. You can see size comparison, his tooth to my hand, and I actually have very large hands. Just amazing. I'd hate to have this thing chasing me. I can't imagine he missed too many meals in his day. I'm getting a back view of the Meat Eater Deluxe. Quite frankly, I forgot what his actual name is. Oh, Gigantosaurus. How did I forget that? It says he preceded T-Rex by 30 million years and is the largest theropod to be discovered in South America. Absolutely amazing. Hey, look, it's our good buddy, the Velociraptor. Anybody who had anything to do with the Jurassic Park movies knows who these guys are. They are like Dobermans, except much, much bigger, much, much faster, and I guess much more vicious. I really can't figure out anything else to say right now. Now we have an Alvarezsaurus. Name means Alvarez lizard. Carnivore, believed to be an insectivore. This thing ate insects. It's about 5 feet long, 20 pounds. Wow, I wonder how many insects he had to eat. Stay alive. Of course, insects were bigger back then. Okay, now that I'm away from all the noise, we have my good buddy Triceratops. You know, got his plate of bone and armor up there, got his 2 horns. This thing is like a freight train on steroids. They never stopped. Unless Mr. T-Rex was in his way. Or chasing him. One or the other. Looks like T-Rex has got a little meal right here. His name means tyrant lizard. Meat eater, 42 feet high, 13 feet tall, 10 tons. Basically lived in most of the United States and North America. And here's his footprint. Okay, I really apologize if you can't hear me. This place is so loud. I cannot believe how loud this is. We have a Cosmoceratops, ornate horned face, herbivore, weighs about 2,500 pounds. We got a little one over here. And then we got somebody pretty good sized. Right around the corner, we are now looking at an Albertosaurus, Alberta lizard, discovered in Alberta, Canada. Guy looks like he can kind of do what he wants. 30 feet long, 15 feet tall, 3 tons. Oh baby. Here we have some fossils, some heads. Looks like over here we have looks like a dinosaur that swam. Here's a small T-Rex skull as opposed to the one we were looking at earlier. Some of these I have no idea what they are. Unfortunately, I can't read the writing. And now this Mambo, we'll talk about him in a minute. Holy cats, could you imagine something like this coming after you? This is just the head of this thing. And it's way taller than me. Way taller. Again, look at the teeth. Bigger than my fingers almost. I have no idea what this thing is, but I think I would just fall down and die if something like this was coming after me. Because I mean, what's the use? We have some more fun things for kids to do. Have a kind of a play area. Have a jumping area shaped like a dino, kind of, anyway. Jurassic Quest football. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And now, as we walk into the next section, oh look, you can go for a dino ride. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I guess that would not be a bad thing. Sitting on a dino, pretending you're going for the Kentucky Derby. And I'm just kind of walking around. There's a huge play area here for children. All kinds of things for them to do. A little maze. You can drive little cars around. You can see that. Another jumpy area with son of Godzilla standing there looking at everybody, having a good time. Now, if this isn't just the craziest thing I've seen, this kid is actually sitting on a kind of robot dinosaur that's walking. That is just amazing. I never would have thought of something like that. I'm sure that kid is having just the time of his life. Hey, look, we got a spare one. Anybody want to come down and ride old Brontosaurus here? I'm sure they could figure something out if you do. And of course, they do have what I would succinctly call a gift store, where you can buy dinosaur books, dinosaur eggs, dinosaur balloons, dinosaur memento. You can maybe even find some dino something to eat if you really wanted to. Yeah, if you see any kid walking around Minot carrying something like this, I think you know where they've been. Wow, a grabber, only 15 bucks. Bubble wand, dino bubbles. Hey, you can bury a fossil and fake your kid into thinking he dug up a dino. Wow, wouldn't that be a good time? Well, it looks like we have here somebody who's wearing a dino suit and walking around, letting kids get close to him. Actually, not a bad idea. I'm sure somebody stayed up late thinking about this one. Now I'm back to the fossil experience section with this dinosaur that looks like it came from Jurassic Park 3 because it's got the sail on it. Remember, that was a big deal because none of the other dinosaurs had sails on them in the Jurassic movies.
What exactly is a fossil?
We have a Spinosaurus. Mean spine lizard, carnivore, 50 feet long, 7 tons. Egypt and Africa. Good, that is just great. We didn't have to worry about this guy. We just had to worry about everybody else in these exhibits.
Maybe one day it could. Fossilization can either happen very quickly or very slowly.
And I will admit, I am not sure I could get away from this guy if he was chasing me down. This guy is, again, ginormous. Let's see if I can get a little bit better. There we go. Okay, it's way too loud for me to really say anything here, so I'm just gonna show you the signs and just kind of walk around. And this is the flying dinosaur that you've seen probably in so many movies. Styracosaurus, spike lizard, 18 feet long, lived in Canada. Herbivore, we didn't need to worry about him. And last but not least, Dilophosaurus, double-crested lizard, carnivore, 20 feet long, 1,000 pounds, Arizona, North America. So stay out of the desert and you don't have to worry about this guy hunting you down. He looks pretty good sized. And I think we've seen a smaller one in the first Jurassic Park movie. And maybe that one. But I think it was even smaller than that. Yeah, that's right, you were there. Okay. And now we have Biposaurus, lizard, herbivore, 6 feet tall. Wow. This thing's pretty crazy. I'm gonna go just one more. This is the first one I went through. Coelophysis, hollow form, 9 feet long, Lepostrophus. It's that double-headed lizard again. We have the Eoraptor, dawn thief, carnivore, probably stole eggs, South America. And his larger, probably much more mellow cousin, Plateosaurus, broad lizard, herbivore, about 30 feet long, lived in Europe. It's funny, I didn't see that many that lived in Europe.